Hearing from a Madison County man for the first time after police arrested his wife in a domestic violence situation.
An arrest citation from Richmond police says Tina Marshall tried to light her husband on fire with a lighter during an argument. It says she then attacked him when he grabbed to run away or try to grab a cell phone. Marshall is facing several charges, including attempted arson, strangulation, and terroristic threatening. Well, tonight, WKYT's Maggie Rickerby sat down with the man who survived the attack to hear how he says this situation will continue to impact him.
It really affects your life drastically. I mean, life has done a complete 180.
While battling with his mental health, the victim tells us he hasn't been able to work.
You know, our brains may stop and shut off, but bills keep coming. You still got to pay rent, food, and gas. And it's hard to find the assistance and help you need.
For the meantime, the man tells us he's been able to talk to a therapist, but he still needs help to support his daughter.
Really heartbroken for our daughter has to go through this.
A friend set up a GoFundMe for the two.
Richmond police say they don't see many male victims walking through their doors, but when they do, it's once they have nowhere else to turn to.
Tim Kraft is a special victims investigator. Part of his role is dealing with domestic violence cases. Kraft says male victims that come through are afraid to share their experience.
You have to get them past that stigma that they can't talk about it, they can't report it, that they're seen as not being, manly enough or being weak or things of that nature. Sometimes it helps to have another man there talking to him, another male figure that tells you that it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to admit that you've been victimized.
Kraft says the first step for someone struggling is talking about it with someone, and it doesn't have to be with law enforcement.
It lessens the burden on them. You don't feel like you're in it alone.
The victim has this advice for others.
Speak up. Communication is big. Something I struggle with, so it's really hard to get out. You just got to say something.
In Richmond, Maggie Rickerby, WKYT.
And a GoFundMe has been set up to help the survivor. You will be able to find the link to that in this story on WKYT.com or inside our free WKYT News app. And a WKYT fact check. According to the CDC's National Intimate Partner and Sexual Violence Survey, 44.5% of women and 32.9% of men in Kentucky have experienced sexual violence, physical violence, and/or stalking by an intimate partner. That number also includes those who have experienced an intimate partner violence-related impact. Some of those impacts include experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms, needing medical care, contacting a crisis hotline, and some other guidelines. If you or someone you know has experienced domestic violence, you can find a list of resources online from the Kentucky Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Go to ZeroV.org. You can also call them at 1-800-799-SAFE. Now, we will share those resources and numbers for you online.